Greetings, fellow humans. I'm MartianBuu, and before we get into the action really quick, I wanted to tell you about this video's sponsor, Into the AM. Into the AM makes my absolute favorite everyday wear, the perfect wear, in fact, for all of your summer activities. Speaking of which, I am just coming back from a long walk with my dad and his dog Barkley, wearing the very clothes you see before you now, which are the Wild Retreat vintage tee, as well as the classic cargo shorts, my very favorite shorts, both of which are included in Into the AM's awesome Memorial Day sale going on right now. Everything site-wide is 25 to 70% off, so now is the perfect time to pick yourself up some awesome summer wear. I cannot understate how often I wear these clothes. I'm wearing Into the AM basically every day, almost every time you see me on stream. Almost every time I go anywhere off stream, I've got Into the AM on. They really are that good, and you should check them out for yourself. You can go to my link in the description, intotheam.com/chumbo, and get an additional 10% off your entire order on top of the awesome Memorial Day sale. So that is going on from right now, May 16th, all the way through June 1st. So definitely check them out and get yourself a sweet summer deal. And without further ado, I hope you enjoy the games, and thank you so much for watching. Silent Sword? Why don't you speak up, Silent Sword?
My long slumber has ended.
None of this is Astral Communion, so I'm out. I'm out. No thanks. I'm a control type of player in other games. Haven't played this game for a long time. Oh, well. You're in luck. No control deck has ever been good. Is this what you would call a budget deck? Absolutely. An unlimited budget deck. For sure. Chat, are you more of the draw a spell with this next turn or hunt with Moonlit? This is more likely to find Communion, right? I think so. Unluckers. Yeah, it's Deathwing, it has to be good. I like how this is like unironically a good Deathwing deck. Like, Deathwing is actually good in this deck. That's one of my favorite things about Astral Communion, is like, it makes Deathwing good. Right, well. Let's try again. There it is. There it is, chat. I'm just wondering if like I should do this next turn first, because that, okay, so if I coin Guff first, then I can actually draw with Guff's hero power after. Like I can play a big minion in the same turn. Can't believe you have a golden Deathwing but not scabs. I guess that is funny, isn't it? Let's top deck the other Innervate. That'd be perfect, because then I can test for objection right away. Only a coward wouldn't immediately rip the funny purple card, but like it gives us so much more access to funny stuff if I do it this way. Oh wow, if this is an objection. Oh wow, this is so far so good. Look at this. Ignite, all right. Supernova. Wow. What does Supernova do? Chat, I do not know what Supernova does. Are these gonna cost, like, do they cost one forever?
That rope's burning again.
They're just forever like this? That's great. That's great. That's a pretty good post Astral Communion, if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself.
By petal and sword.
Fill your hand with random fire spells that cost 1. Alright, cool. Cool. You know what? I'm really good at this game. I could have popped this turn if I wasn't stupid. No, I couldn't have. But I could do other stuff. I don't know what though. Like this. I'm just gonna accept my fate, chat. I suck. I suck too much to deserve to win. Do it. Do it. Do your worst. Show the Diamond Dragon, please. Sarah going infinite is so funny. I agree. I agree. Bounce the new dragon? I don't want to. I don't want to. I want it to be on board so that I can, like, play this for +3/+3 to everything and pop this ice block. And, you know, if I feel like getting more dream cards, I can always bounce it next turn, because, like, you know, like, I want this damage. Can the fire dragon play flare? That's not a fire spell, is it? Is it a fire spell? I don't think it has a type. What I'd love to do here is pop the block and then Deathwing my own board. Oh, gross. I'll miss you, all my stuff. Oh, nice. Alright, it's objection now. So I have 12 damage. I have 12 damage, I can add 8. So we're still 2 off.
Every nightmare must end. Time may pass, but the dream is eternal.
That rope's burning again.
Incredible popping them at 18. Yeah, I don't love it. I probably should have bounced this one and kept this one on board. No, I needed it. Maybe we should have kept... I don't know. The objection made the turn hard. Because, like, I need something... Oh, did we lose? I need something to, like... be able to attack for the nightmares to be good, right? Alright. I think it worked out. I don't love the idea of dealing 5 damage to my own face here.
Time runs out on me.
Oh. Should have played Awaken instead of Second Nightmare. All right, run me through that. So if I awaken instead of Second Nightmare, we'll pop them a 3. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
That rope's burning again.
Got this easy peasy. Yeah, I don't like, they already blew their proverbial load. So unless they have Buddy, shaking her head at me. Unless they have Buddy Reckless, you know. Again, I think we should be okay. That was a hard turn, and I only saw it too late as well. Weird. Volcano's not all minions, it's true. It's true, Regu. Okay. So that has to be exactly ice block for them to live. This looks Hullage over for the opponent fans. I think so. Guess you never know.
Insignificant. Insignificant.
Is there trouble?
Time may pass, but the dream is eternal.
I know this doesn't pop them the same. Oh, well, I won't even get the healing, will I? No, I take it back. We'll just pop them at 1.
This must be the way.
Hmm. You forgot we're a 30 health deck? Real. 6. So even Reckless Buddy would only be... Would Reckless Buddy be enough? So it'd be 24 and then they can click this for 36? Yeah, they would have it. Yeah. If that's Reckless Buddy, I think they win. Am I doing math stupid? Like, it's 6 doubled twice. Because it, like, Reckless will do 6, 6, 6, 6. And then they can hero power and do it again. So yeah, it's 36, right? Are they really like... Ah, yes, the sweet justice of the top deck, buddy. I have my Reckless now. I have my Buddy now. I'm gonna taste the rainbow. Really savor that until right here. Right here. That's when I'm gonna play it. Play that Buddy Reckless. Just really juice it, if you know what I mean. Okay, cool. Uh-oh. Chat, how do you feel about non-stop imbue decks? Chat, how do you feel about Innervate Astral Communion into top deck ANR or something? It's gonna be objection, isn't it? I can feel it. I can feel it in my jowls. Aww. Alright, with the power of my 13 mana. I think it's hilarious that Imbue is more played in Wild than Standard. That just changed, right? Because don't they have a couple imbue decks now, or like 3? You don't mind imbue decks when I play stuff that beats them? Relatable. Okie dokie. So it's ice block then? Hilarious. Oh, no, it didn't do anything. Never mind. I take it back. It's nothing. Give adjacent minions +1/+1 and rush. Okie doke. Zero new cards, bad streamer. Hey, I got a new card. It just got deleted by Astral's Mungus. Doesn't do the battle cry. Yeah, feels bad. Thank you for coffee.
You're welcome.
Chat, based solely on the character and not by any knowledge you probably don't have about the Score DBZ game, which character should I play as if I was going to enter a Score DBZ event? Which Dragon Ball character should I play as? It can be from any Dragon Ball series. Krillin. Krillin is actually one of my favorite characters from Score DBZ, by the way, Guapo. Like both the Score version and the Panini version, I have had Krillin decks that I really, really love. He actually has like really cool cards, in my opinion. Oh, I could have done this and then punched that for, yeah, okay, it would have been fine. By fine, I mean strictly better. Oh no! I forgot about mana. I thought I had unlimited mana. Mr. Popo, I've never played as Mr. Popo, but there is a Mr. Popo card / deck. Like you can if you want. That like is good. I don't know if it's necessarily good, but like playable. You're secretly in my mind, unlucky. Shenron? Mr. Satan? I would love to play a Hercule deck, actually. Hercule has an effect that lets him play heroes cards or villains cards. And he also has a special attack that, like... it's hard to put it in Hearthstone terms, but, like... I guess locations would be the closest thing, but, like... cards like locations are much more prominent in DBZ than they are in this deck, in this game. So like, imagine you could have out as many locations as you want, and you typically played a lot of them over the course of a game. He has a special, like there's an attack called Carpet Attack Technique, and the picture is Hercule like tripping on a carpet. And what it does is you can discard as many of your non-combats. They like kind of work like locations in this game, kinda. It's the best translation I can think of. And for each one you do, it does more damage. So like for each one you discard, it does more damage. And if the attack is used by Hercule, you get to if it's used by Hercule, you get to find out if the attack's going to be successful first, and then if it's successful, or like, and then you can discard the locations afterwards. So it's also kind of an awkward translation because there is a card type in in DBZ called locations. It just works really differently. You could have just hero powered the hollow guy and not send the 3/2. I wanted to get rid of the 3/2 imp. That's why I did the attack in the way that I did. But as long as I hit the 1/1 with the 3/2 first, it would have been fine.
Spirit, lend me your power.
Base Hercule is canonically the strongest being. Is it? Is he? Wonder if Popo has a pecking order in Score. What does it mean? Trunks. I have a Trunks deck. It's like my nice, like it's sitting right here next to me. It's a nice, funny Trunks deck that I really enjoy. And I'd like to play it, but the place that I would play in, they have like their own custom cards they've created, and I would have to alter my precious Trunks deck for fan-made rules, and I don't want to do that, so I probably won't play Trunks. But yeah. If you had to choose never coffee again or never alcohol again, I feel like this shouldn't be a hard question in favor of coffee, but like coffee is kind of a daily joy for me, and alcohol is an occasional joy for me. But I might get more out of my I might get more out of my oh, they just died. I thought there was gonna be ice block again. I might get more out of my occasional beer than I do out of my daily coffee. I really enjoy the taste of coffee, but as far as like needing to have it every morning, I think it might be actually closer to an addiction than it is to an actual like helpful practice. Which boo is your favorite boo, Mr. Boo? I like Handsome Boo. So Renee and I have been calling what is colloquially known as Fat Boo. We like calling him Handsome Boo because we recently watched Dragon Ball Z Kai, and he wants to be known as Handsome Boo. He's like, he asks everyone he meets if he's handsome, and then when somebody finally says that he is, he goes, "I am Handsome Boo," like something like that. Like it like declares that he's Handsome Boo, and it's like, okay, fine, you're Handsome Boo. So that one's my favorite, probably. But over the course of my DBZ fandom, every boo other than Evil Boo, which is like the gray boo, has been my favorite. Like I liked Super Boo initially, it was my first one that I liked, and then I liked Kid Boo the most, and now you know, Handsome Boo has been my favorite. Can you attack allies with Noggin Fogger? I don't think so. No. Mama's perfect pretty little boy boo energy. Real. Cell or Frieza? Okay, so Cell is the saga that got me hooked on DBZ. Like I remember that was so hype. It's funny, like the show was already Cell saga deep by the time I became familiar with it, and this was when I was like 8. So it's like really young. So like that just goes to show how old DBZ is. Like I can't believe how old DBZ is. It's incredible. Anyways, sure. We should have done that in the opposite order, I guess. But I think Cell is like a really hype enemy, and it was a really hype saga, especially like going back through DBZ and actually watching the build up to the Cell saga. But Frieza, I think, as a standalone character is more fun. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Frieza, I also is like, for me, it's one of the few redeeming factors of Dragon Ball Super. I think Dragon Ball Super is largely stupid, but like what they did with Frieza after Frieza has his own like little return saga, that's whatever, who cares about that one, but like Frieza in the Tournament of Power towards the end is like hilarious. I love that. So they took what had been built with Frieza's character in the original Frieza saga, and like I guess like Frieza as an enemy of my enemy is my friend character what is just awesome. I really like it. I thought that was like the coolest thing about the about Super. So I don't know how much of my opinion is colored by that, is I guess my point. Cell was just aura farming 90% of the time. True. Feels pretty hard to like evilbuu since he's very lacking in personality, right? Like, he's so fleeting. But like, evilbuu is just superbuu before he's eaten handsomebuu, right? So like, it like, he is the same character, but he's like a boring form of the same character. Also, like, they're all three very distinct characters. Like, Kidbuu and Superbuu and handsomebuu are not the same people. Like, they occupy the same body at different times, but they are very different personalities. What is my plan here with this Togwaggle stuff, by the by? I think it's just to do this. Also, what is my opponent up to? What are they doing over there? Chat. Cell Saga more like Smell Saga? Nah, Cell Saga was hype. Health Saga was a really good conclusion to the show. Although, so, okay, my opinion on Buu since, like, being an adult and, like, Buu as a saga, the Buu Saga, after being an adult and still caring about these things for some reason, has been that the show should have ended at the end of Cell Saga, and MartianBuu Saga was sloppy. But, like, every time I rewatch the MartianBuu Saga, I like it more. And this time around, I actually don't have any problems with it. A lot of, like, my power level, new forms don't matter type of complaints have kind of been ironed out. Like, I feel like either I misunderstood something before, or I've made good enough excuses for it now that I can, you know, my major gripes with the Buu Saga's clunkiness in the past have been alleviated largely. I think I'm mostly just a fan of it now. But like, the Cell Saga was very climactic. I think still one of my least favorite parts about the MartianBuu Saga is Gohan. And that's exacerbated by Super. Like, I don't know. The show is missing determined Gohan. Like, Gohan being someone who was like a sensible contrast to Goku, but like a regular part of the show, a primo character, not a side character, is part of what made Frieza Saga and Cell Saga good, right? So like, having Gohan as a side character that like doesn't keep up with his training and like has to be kind of like pushed into combat, I don't care how realistic it is, it's boring. So I miss Gohan. Buu Saga is sloppy, but it's also one of the most fun to watch. Yeah, but like, I don't think it's as sloppy as I used to think it is. I've become a DBZ connoisseur, and I actually kind of like the Buu Saga as is. The one, like, the post Z, like the very end of Dragon Ball Z, I think that sucks. I wanna make that non-canon. Like, Goku just kind of like up and leaving his wife without even, like, he doesn't even really say bye to her. He just like says, all right, I'm leaving you for 10 years or something. Like, it just goes. I hate that. Like, it just sucks. And she's sitting there like crying, like, oh, not again, when he leaves. Ugh. I like, well, it's such a sad like way to end it. I don't know. He sucks, and I don't want to hate Goku, and that's what the last 2 episodes of DBZ and, or last 2 to 4, I forget, depending on what version you're watching. That's what the last little bit of DBZ, the 10 years later portion, and also Dragon Ball Super do, is they make me hate Goku, and I otherwise don't hate Goku. So like, I don't know. Not a fan. Neat. Martian, I watched the Monster Hunter movie, so my expectations were low, so it was better than you expected. Nice. Marshy playing real meta Astral Communion Druid. What's the catch? There is no catch. It's just the nuts. I also really liked Gotenks. Gotenks was briefly my favorite character when I was younger. I identified with him more. Now I still like Gotenks. Like, I think Gotenks is awesome, but I'm at the stage of my life where I identify with Piccolo more in that in that like sequence. This video is gonna be nuts for people who haven't seen Dragon Ball Z, by the way. Everyone's gonna be like, yeah, I get it. Oh, I should have waited to see what the spells did. Alright, hit myself in the face. You love to see it. Nice! Alright, the nuts. The nuts, chat. We win. Piccolo got so nerfed for Super. Well, he got buffed. Like, everyone outclassed him in Super. You're a Trunks guy through and through. Bro had the drip. I do love Trunks. I do love Trunks. It's probably like, for me, it's probably Buu, then Piccolo, then Frieza. I like, it's hard for me to pick. Like, I think Buu has become more of a de facto favorite than anything else for me. Like, Piccolo was my first favorite DBZ character, and I kind of keep going back to him. Like, I've always liked Piccolo a lot. So I think if I was honest with myself, Piccolo would be my favorite character, but I do love Buu. And like, Vegeta is the most interesting character, right? Like, watching him change over the course of Dragon Ball Z is fun. I think they did him dirty in Super. Like, they like undid all of his character development for Super. It's really frustrating. There's a lot not to like about Super, in my opinion. But I'm a fuddy-duddy. I don't like things. So that's all there is to it. These tentacles are really getting there, huh? They're really going the distance against Play No Cards Warrior. Wouldn't the dragons cost one guy be good in this deck? Why? Mr. Boo, why do you discard Shelter Cell every game? Do you hate trees? I do. Those are some good tendrils. They were pretty good tendrils. Hey, Ultra Force. What's good? Everything. People who know Goku don't know what toilet paper is. What? Because I'm using some expensive dragons, but like, you know, this deck is about playing Astral Communion and then top decking single cards with infinite mana. So like, I don't need a mana reduction at that point. I need cards that like are good when I play them. And Narrowlax is not good. Is not good unless you have other things to play with him. You'll notice we're not using Aviana in here either.
Endure and grow.
Wow. Goku is more popular than toilet paper. He is more popular than toilet paper, it's true. Alright, do I have a plan for this other than the Yogg I already ruined? The answer is not really. I could try to tendril my way out of this. I can't believe we got it, but like, it's so sad, chat. So sad. That's my bad, I guess. Ysera mounts? Perfect. Okay, that does it. Ysera, where you at? None of that is Ysera. None of that is Ysera at all. What did it do? I didn't have any space to steal it, so it didn't steal it.
Time is of the essence.
That was largely unexciting. This could go around it, I suppose. Chat, the horse is here. New dragon into fiery thing that does something? Yeah, that's true. That could like shoot them in the face. Could shoot them in the face, chat. This is not looking good. I'm semi-hopeful considering we have an out. I was scared when I thought we didn't have an out. But now I'm like, I'm alright. I'm alright. Oh, please. Oh, I thought he was gonna hit the act. Ooh! Alright. So... Ysera will give me the good ones. So I bounce this. I make this immune. I don't have lethal yet. So I should try to fill this board with stuff. If I get them low enough, I can just ETC for something. Ysera plus carrier. Is that enough?
Time may pass, but the dream is eternal.
So I return this to their hand. This goes face for 13. Oh yeah, that is lethal. That is just lethal. Alright, cool. Fine, fine, fine. When you're right, you're right.